Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's now 10:05 a.m. Thank you for joining our webinar on Arroyo Crossings in Livermore. My name is Mike Morris, and I am the Northern California Area Sales Manager for Trumark Homes. We're excited to be sharing some updated information on this highly anticipated master planned community. Before we jump in, we want to also inform that this webinar is being recorded and will be available on our website early next week. For any questions you may have, you may use our Q&A box in chat, and we have our sales and lending teams to field any questions you may have. With that, I will hand it over to our community sales managers, Ellen Jajari and Debbie Sibley.
Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Ellen Jajari. I'm one of the community sales managers, like Mike said. Happy that you can join us today. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. Is there a next slide we can go to? Or do I have to do that? Okay, just bottom line is we'd love for you to meet the team hopefully one day in person. But like Mike said, Ellen and Debbie, or myself and Debbie, are the community sales managers. We've also have an affiliated lender, Icon Lending, and Ross and Jenny are our loan officers that you'll be working with. I think some of you have already connected with them already, so that's fantastic. And then our new home specialists are the team that actually books appointments for you to come visit the community, David, Trinity, and Dan. So let's go ahead and go into our next slide, and we'll take it from there. Oh, do you want to take this? Okay, so let me just chat with you a little bit about Trumark Homes. We are actually at one of our corporate offices today located in Bishop Ranch, and we've got another one down south in Southern California. But as you can see, just by this slide, I'm not going to go through every piece of it, but Trumark has extensive experience in the building industry. So I believe we're over 35 years now. And we've had some major milestones. In 2018, we were Builder of the Year. And in 2019, we were the Developer of the Year. 2020 also was a major milestone with the acquisition of Trumark by Dawa House, which is a publicly traded corporation who's actually having their 70th anniversary this year. So that's very exciting. And they just, once that acquisition happened, it gave us the ability to expand a little bit. So in 2023, we actually purchased a Central California builder, Wathen Castanos, and we were also able to open our building in the state of Colorado. So from there, let's go ahead and maybe launch into a little bit about the community.
Thank you, Ellen. So I will give you a quick overview of our Arroyo Crossings master plan community. We have 4 different neighborhoods. So the first one down at the bottom left is Amara, which is our townhomes. These are 109 townhomes, 3 stories. We'll get into more details in a little bit. Above that is the Verdello community, which is 86 single family homes. Over on the right side of the neighborhood would be Solera, which is 132 townhome style condos. And then we do have Alicante, and that would be 109 flats. So we'll get into our next slide to show you guys a little bit different things with our shared amenities. So one of the really amazing things about Arroyo Crossings that makes us a great, unique neighborhood is our resort style amenities. So all of the neighborhoods will get to share in the clubhouse with the lap pool. There's going to be a lot of seating, cabanas, lounge area. So a lot of nice outdoor living space that's usable, playground, dining area. So you'll see some renderings of what this might look like on the right side there. But we do anticipate this being finished, I believe, like late summer or fall of this year. So that's exciting.
Okay, so here we are. We're still on amenities. Basically, this is just depicting a little pocket park that's going to be on the other side of the street from our community center. So let's go ahead and move to the overview slide. Again, this is just an aerial of the area. I can tell you that we've got this little walking competition going at our offices right now. So I've taken the opportunity to walk the neighborhood almost every evening after work. And I can tell you the location is absolutely fantastic. You can walk to the ACE train, which is right off of Vasco Road. It's about a mile away. About 2 blocks away are several shopping centers. So Safeway, the Lowe's, Target, you name it, the Chipotle, the Panera Bread. So very walkable community. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the downtown area is only about 2 miles away. And that is also really a wonderful little downtown. Right now, I understand that they're building a very large parking garage because it is getting built up and more people are visiting the area. So they're going to have more parking available very soon. And then lastly, the outlets are very nearby as well. And if you haven't been there in a few years, that is really fantastic shopping with all the biggest and best brands, you name it, Gucci, Burberry, Prada, all sorts of them are there right now. So anyway, great area. That's what we are very excited about. So let's go ahead and get into a little bit more of the actual product types.
All right, thank you, Ellen. So we will start off with Alicante, and these are the flats that we'll be offering. So these are single level living, and we have units that will be on the second floor and then on the third floor. So we can go to the next slide and kind of take a look at those a little bit more. This is the site map. So again, Alicante, 108 flats. There's 2 residences, residence 1 and 2. So those models are under construction right now. We'll go on to the next slide. So residence 1 is 1,187 square feet, 2-bed, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. And then residence 2 is going to be 1,436 square feet, 2-bed, 2.5 bath. We have 2 different exterior looks. So Spanish eclectic there on the left and then modernistic on the right. And pricing is starting from the 700,000s. So we'll quickly walk through these floor plans, but these are available on the website, so you can really check them out in more detail. But if you do have questions, you can always pop them in the chat box and we'll answer those if you have anything specific. But residence 1 is going to offer that 2-car tandem garage. You do have a powder room there on the first floor, and then heading up to the second level, you have your main living and primary bedroom there. So you've got the open concept kitchen, family room, you have a nice deck off the family room, you have your primary bedroom there, and then bedroom 2 with a full bath. All right, and then residence 2, main difference here is it's got that 2-car side-by-side garage, and then nice living on the third floor. So we'll just kind of move along to the next slide. All right, so some frequently asked questions. As we mentioned, 108 2- and 3-story flats. HOA dues, initially they will be around $540 per month, but At build out, we're expecting to be around $297 per month, so that's a great HOA fee, nice and low. Initial deposit to purchase is 3%, and then tax rate here at Arroyo Crossings is 1.1348 plus an estimated 1,632 for a special assessment.
Okay, let's jump into Solera, which are the townhome style condos, basically 3 and 4 bedroom, 2.5 to 3.5 bath, approximately 1,700 to about 1,845 square feet. And that is going to start in the low 1 million range. Here is our site map. I do think we are going to have all 4 models at this community. So that is exciting. They're not quite ready yet, but they will be later this year. We're going to have, let's see, couple different elevations, if you will, prairie and the modern. And you can see here again, we're going to have 4 different residences, and you can see the approximate square footage, bed and bath count. They all have 2-car garages. And I do believe they all have a bedroom on that lower level, but let's just go into it and let me just confirm. Okay. Here we are at the Residence 1. We've got a tandem garage. You can see you've got a living space on the 2nd floor with 1 bedroom. And then you've got your primary suite upstairs with an additional bedroom. What is wonderful about these is that they all do have a porch and a deck. So that is really wonderful. You just don't see that a whole lot. Residence 2, you've got a side-by-side 2-car garage. And then, of course, you've got your main living on the 2nd floor with an additional bedroom. And then you've got your primary suite on the 3rd floor. On Residence 3, we've got the 2-car garage. As you can see, there is an optional build out here, adaptable is what we call it, and to where you could get just an open area den, if you will, instead of that bedroom on the 1st floor. And then you've got your, again, main living on the 2nd floor and 3rd floor primary suite area. And Residence 4, you've got a good sized 2-car garage. This is this particular floor plan. It's only, you don't have a 3rd floor, if you will. So your main living space is going to be on the 1st floor. And then you've got all of your other bedrooms, including your primary suite on the 2nd floor. Okay, so we've got 132 townhomes, townhome style condos at Solera. There is an HOA and a build out that's going to be about 322 a month. Same initial deposit, 3% of the purchase price to reserve a home, and then the tax rate is the same as the other communities.
Okay, thank you, Ellen. So I will talk to you more about Verdello, which is our single family home community. So this neighborhood is going to offer 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath floor plans, approximately 2236 to 2453 square feet, pricing starting from the upper 1.3 million. So this is our site plan. So Verdello has 86 single-family homes. We have 3 different floor plans, and it looks like we will have 2 of those modeled. So the Residence 1 and the Residence 3. So there are 3 floor plans here at Verdello. So they offer elevation styles, prairie, craftsman, and ranch. And then the Homes here, we start actually with the largest home, the Residence 1, which is 2,600 square feet, 4 bed, 3.5 bath. And then the Residence 3 is going to be, well, I guess they're actually Residence 2 is 2,340 square feet, and then Residence 3 is 2,453. So they're all 4-bedroom plans. We'll go over those in more detail on the next slide. Okay, so Residence 1, this is a great floor plan because it does have an optional junior ADU suite there on the first floor, which is really nice to see here at the community. And so main entry there, there's that optional family suite, or sorry, the optional J ADU. Nice wraparound porch on this one. Again, these are 3 stories, so similar to what we've seen at the other plans, there is the main living on that second floor. So you've got your kitchen, dining, family room on second floor, and then primary bedroom on the 3rd floor. So we can go to the next plan. Residence 2, again, you have that 2-car side-by-side garage, and then this one does have the bedroom, full bath on the 1st level with a porch, and then main living on the 2nd floor, and primary bedroom up on that 3rd floor. And Residence 3, again, nice bedroom on the 1st floor with full bathroom, nice size porch, living area, open concept there on the 2nd level with laundry. And then up on the 3rd floor, you've got your primary bedroom. All right, so Verdello offers 86 3-story single-family detached homes. This one, we are expecting build out the HOA to be about 148 a month. And then same as the other communities, 3% deposit at time of purchase, and then same tax rate as well.
Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Let's talk about Amara a little bit. These are our largest townhomes. Basically, you can see they go all the way up to about almost 2,100 square feet, and these will be starting from the 1.1 million range. Here is our site plan for Amara. Our models here, we're going to have 2 models, the plan 3 and the plan 2, and they are almost completed. So they will be pretty much mid-June. We'll do kind of a grand opening, if you will, for those models. We are showing them now, so if you book an appointment with the OSCs, we can get you in for a walkthrough. Here are the renderings of the elevations, basically the Craftsman and the ranch. Okay, so we've got 3 floor plans. Basically 1,900 square feet is the Residence 1, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, the Residence 2, 1,983 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 3.5 bath, and the Residence 3. About almost 2,100 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. Okay, so let's take a peek at the Residence 1 first. You've got a 2-car garage. You've got a bedroom on the 1st floor. On the 2nd floor is the main living level. Your beautiful dining area and family room, and the 3rd floor, you've got a primary suite and another bedroom along with the laundry upstairs. The Residence 2, basically 4-bedroom, and you can see there that you've got, again, a 2-car garage, a bedroom on the lower level with a nice porch, your main living level with a nice deck, and then your primary suite and 2 more bedrooms upstairs. All right, so let's go ahead into the Residence 3. This one on the 1st floor, you can see it's got a nice wraparound porch, which is great. You get a couple different sun exposures on your front porch, and you've got the bedroom downstairs, which many people are looking for. On the 2nd floor, your main living. On this particular floor plan, the laundry room is on your second floor instead of the third floor. So that's really nice in the event that you do have somebody living on that first floor level. It's kind of nicer for them not to have to jump up to the third floor for the laundry. And then we've got your primary suite along with the 2 bedrooms on the third floor. Okay, did I go through that one already? Okay, so frequently, let's see, we've got 109 townhomes at Amara. Of course, there is an HOA and it build out. Amara is going to be about $336 a month. Same deposit to purchase and same tax rate. Okay, here are a few of our included features in the homes. You can see here that we've got Bosch appliances, and we've got some luxury vinyl planks and granite countertops. In all new home communities, basically Trumark is required to put solar on the individual homes and or the condos, townhomes, if you will, and the buyers will be able to purchase that and or so you can lease it. Okay, I'll let Debbie take over the purchase process.
Right, thank you, Ellen. So the purchase process would be first to get pre-approved with our affiliate lender, Icon Lending. And then that would put you onto our priority list. When we do have a sales release, you would be called in order of the priority and you would put down an earnest money deposit of 3%. You will need to obtain conditional loan approval within 30 days of the purchase agreement signatures. You'll also have a design appointment to complete by cutoff dates, depending on what stage of construction the home is at. You'll obtain a final loan approval, complete your new home orientation 1 week before the close of escrow, and then close escrow and pick up your keys. So we're expecting Amara to be our first neighborhood with closings maybe towards the end of this year.
Okay, so basically, like I said a little bit earlier, if you would like an on-site appointment, if you could reach out to one of our new home specialists. I think most of you have been probably receiving emails from them, and they will set you up to get out on site for a tour. And on the weekends, we have a little bit more flexibility to actually walk out on site. During the week, it gets a little hard during construction hours. So if you would want to see the site, Saturdays and Sundays are the best. We do ask that you leave children with a sitter and or relatives because they're not with relatives because they're not able to go out on site. Let's see, what else? Closed-toed shoes are always recommended and no long or loose clothing. We will provide hard hats if we go out on site. And then basically expecting mothers and those with mobility issues are discouraged from attending the tours.
Okay, so a few of our important dates to keep in mind. So today we had our preview event. Our first sales release is expected at Amara this summer, so June 2025, and then also Solera, Alicante, and Verdello this summer as well. Model grand opening, Amara's models will be ready June. And then it looks like Solera, Alicante, and Verdello will have models opening in winter of this year. And then our sales gallery is open, like Ellen mentioned. So come visit us. We're open 7 days a week. We always Encourage you to make an appointment, but you can always reach out to us, the online sales team. So we'd love to see you.
Okay, Icon Lending, as I mentioned before, they are our affiliate lender. And if you do want to obtain a pre-approval, it would be great for you to reach out to Jenny and or Ross. Basically, as Debbie mentioned, we are going to be selling off of a priority list. So the sooner that you get your pre-approval and get on our priority list, the better position you will have to get the lot that you're hopeful for and or the floor plan that you'd like. If you have any questions on that, please don't hesitate to reach out.
And for those working with a realtor, we do offer a broker compensation. So it's a $20,000 broker compensation. To qualify, your broker or agent must accompany you on your first visit and register you as a client. This introduction must be initiated by the agent for this compensation. The form must be completed in person, and I think as it says down below that this is good for 90 days for the initial registration, but could be renewed.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so next steps, like we said, if you feel like you're ready to come visit the community, please reach out to one of our new home specialists. You can see that there is a number that you can text to get your virtual appointment scheduled. They will send you an email confirmation. And we will give priority to those that actually make an appointment. So we do advise that so that we can spend adequate time with you once you do visit the community. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's a lot of information, a lot of different floor plans. So please know we are here for you and we'd love to sit down with you to really understand what is going to work best for you and or your family. So hopefully you can come see us soon. Thank you so much.
And thank you for that, Ellen and Debbie. We're going to stay on for a few more moments, just in case there's any remaining questions. You can always drop it into the chat or Q&A box. And otherwise, thank you for joining today's webinar on Arroyo Crossings in Livermore. Have a wonderful weekend, all.